Hey everybody, this is Khaled and welcome to another new Xbox video. So in today's video we'll be attempting dumping games using the kernel exploit that have been serviced by the Xbox research team. So we have the ability now using game script to trigger the exploit, and now we will attempt to dump one game that it have been saved on the storage itself. So we have an article that have been released recently, and in today's video I want to go through the process itself and how we can dump the games that we already installed on the internal storage. Before I get started, I want to mention that this method is tested on Xbox One S and Xbox Series X on firmware 4478. So there is no reports that it's working on Xbox One or Series S, and also firmware, it's something related maybe to the firmware 4908 or 4909, which probably patched by Microsoft, as there is no proof that it's working due to the temp drive has always 0 byte, and that we were gonna see. So if you on hold of Xbox Series X or One S and under firmware 4478, so this method might work for you. If not, then you can feel free to try also on other Xbox under firmwares, because we need to know if it's really probably patched by Microsoft or not. So you can leave a comment down below, and I might be updating this video in the future if there is reports that like mentioning that it's working on other versions or of the firmware or the other Xboxes. So feel free to leave a comment down below, and let's get started with the tutorial. So to get started, we need to download the .NET 6.0 SDK, and that would be from the Microsoft store. I will leave a link on the description. Once we get this downloaded, we need to extract the contents of the downloaded files inside the USB media drive that we are connecting to the Xbox itself. So we need to rename the folder to .NET, and then we can extract that file. Also, we need three XML files, one called mount underscore connected storage XML, and the other one is prepare game dump, and the other one is get temp xvd owners. So we need these three files, and we will start by getting the mount connected storage one. So we need to come here on this link. I'll leave also the link on the description, and then you need to download the raw file. So this is the first file that we're using. So we need also to shift this file on the Xbox USB media drive, and once we have this file, we need to shift all three files, which are now we need also to have one bat file. So let me show you that. So we have here dump.bat file. So we have these three files: prepare game dump, get xmd owners, and mount connected storage. And we have here the .NET SDK. So the path should be as is. So on the root of the drive it should be .NET, and then there is inside the .NET .exe. There is one dump.bat file. So let's open and view that. And as you can see here, it's just making like a directory here to get the saves on looping and copying these files. So we need to run it inside. So once you get this all files, you need to copy them and put them on the media drive. So we have here the Xbox media drive. So just like drag and drop it here, and it will take some time to just like copy these files. And let's give it the time. So once all the files is copied here, we need to just eject the USB drive. So right click on the USB drive and then click eject. And then you need to connect it to the Xbox. So let's shift to the Xbox and we can trigger the exploit itself. So I'll be disconnecting that. And as you can see now, it's mentioning that there is a USB have been connected, media storage. So this is my Xbox. So what I need to do here is go to the GameScript app and then launch it. And then everything should be ready on that part. So let me remove that. Okay, so we'll be navigating back to the PC, and what I will do here is just I will type a cmd command here so I can have the cmd terminal up and running. And what I will do is I will start listening with the ncat command. So what I will do here is just I need to listen to the port 7070. I already have my stage 2.ben and run.exe moved there. If you don't know how to do that, you can check my previous video. So once I have this like GameScript ready and everything is ready, so what I will do here is just execute the NC to listen to the GameScript. And if I find something like mentioning like can grab the 7070, and that time I need to clear what port is like utilizing, what is the process is like utilizing the port 7070. So to do that, I need to open a CMD as an administrator. So I have this one up here, and what I need to do here is just searching for the port. So how we search to the port, we need to put this command and then press enter. As we can see here, there's a process like utilizing this port. So what I will do is just I will take a taskkill command to kill this thing, and I will put in the PID here. So I will come and remove all this, and I will put PID 4944 and then execute. It shows that something, so let's check why it's like that. Yeah, without the 7 one, so yeah, it should not have the 7, so it's F. Let me put this up here. So now it's terminated, so let's try again and try to bind. Again, it's showing the same, so I'll shift back here and try to find what's utilizing now this other process ID. So I need to kill this one also, 3928. So this is one thing that you can also troubleshoot during the process. So now it's terminated. So let's try this command again one more time. And now we got a listening on port 7 on any 7070. So we have now established the port listening. So what I need to do now is just to shift to the Xbox itself and press X to get to the Windows. So I need to navigate and then go down to run window command, and then I can run code once. So now we're trying to establish the connection NC with the with our shell here. So we have a reverse shell, and we can proceed with the next steps. So it should take some time, and then we can get a successful listening on that port. Let me move that up here. Okay, so we established the connection, and now it's attempting to exploit. So I have my custom run, as I have mentioned before, that with the custom run I can have internal div unlock, app mode unlock, and allow development without device unlock license. So again, if you don't know how to do that, you need to watch my previous video. So once we've done that and we have the reverse shell is already up, we can execute one command here to reduce any fatal errors that coming. So the command is set space .net _CLI underscore telemetry underscore output equal 1. So let's execute that. So this will reduce the fatal error, internal CLR errors, like should help on that. And then we need to execute this command with the connected storage. Okay, so now we will be executing this command for the XML. And after that, we should get, as you can see here, here is the mount, there is the partition. We need to get the HD, we need to get the hard disk drive size. So we have here the opening unmounted successful, XVD mounted to, and we have here the hard disk, which is hard disk 16. So we need to keep note of that. Okay, and we have here the full command here. So we need to note the hard disk number, which is where is the saves located, and after that we need to run the command with our hard drive. So we have here hard disk is on 16. So what we need to do is run the next command, which is the mklink command. So we are connected, trying to connect to the connected storage. Okay. So we have here mklink junction created. Now we have a link, and then we need to copy the saves file. So to do that, we need to navigate to the T drive, and then we need to make a CD to the connected storage, and then we need, once we navigated there, then we can run our patch file, which is the dump.bat. And that will copy all the save files inside our USB storage. And as you can see here, it's copied inside the D drive, saves, and connected storage. And then we have the games inside, and we need to find our game for Warhammer 2 Vermintide. So now let's take out the USB device and then plug it back to the PC and check from there. And as you can see here, we have a folder created for the Xbox One. We have the saves folder, we have a connected storage, and inside we have all our saves. We need now to search for the Warhammer Vermintide. So Warhammer Vermintide should be displayed as, let me open another notepad. So we need to search for that term, which containing whatever is beginning, and then we can contain the C05F011 So we need to search for that. So I believe we have a match here. So let me check. No, not that one. So it should end with 61. So let's go through there and find anything ending with 61. So I have this one 61. So let's verify. So yeah, this is CF0 E5A C5, yeah, that one. Okay, 94, yeah. So I believe this is the Warhammer Vermintide, and inside Warhammer Vermintide, open the folder, and then you can find the next folder, this one with the GUID. So we open that, and we will find the file with a unique identifier. So this is the file with a unique identifier. We have it here. This is the file that the file name with the unique ID is the save. So this is the save file. So we need to open that with Notepad. So right click on it, edit with Notepad. So this is the save file. Once we've done that, we need to open, let me minimize Xbox because we no longer need that. So let me unshow and hide this one. So we need to go to this Xbox One Research Lua FFI-CE, and we need to download the GitHub repo. So from here, you need to go to code and then download the zip extracted. So you'll find two files. One is the stage1.lua and the stage2.lua. We need the stage1.lua. I have managed to download that. So let's check this, what's inside. So we have here stage1.lua. What you need to do is just open that, edit with a notepad, and then you can come here. you'll find your IP address. So this is a server IP address, so you need to change that with the IP address of your Windows, which is, we can get it here from, like, if we done IB config, and we should have the IP address that we are connected to. So this is my IP address, so I copy that and then paste it here. So I'll paste the IP address here. Okay, and now we have edited this file. We need to save that. So we have the IP address. This Windows false. This is the port that we are connecting to. So this is, it will be edit me. So this is the only part that we need to edit. We need to save this file. So come file, save. So we'll copy everything from here, and we will be opening the folder which containing our save file. So let's open that. So right click on this one, edit with notepad, open that, and Control A to select all, and then Control V to save all, and then we can save this file. So now we have the file saved. So this is our Vermondite save. What we need to do is just to make sure that to take the full path. So it's good that we can just like copy the full path, including this part. So in our state here, it will be so we have it here as an L. This will be as a T. So I mean, this is the L, which should be the D drive. So when we will put this file in, we need to copy this file back into the Xbox. So to do that, we need to make the copy command. The copy command is copy, and then we need to put the source, which would be the D drive, because we will put this file back on the USB. So it will be D drive, the save, and then we need to put this file here. So it should be. Let me take that copy, and we need to copy this file. So inside this folder, we need to copy this file. So this is the source, and this is the source, and the destination should be the same. The destination should be T connected storage, and then we can. So it will be T connected storage, and then we can take the same full bus. So we'll be making the full bus, and with that we can let me double check something here. We can put a /y, I believe, so we can make sure that it's do a replace. So this is a copy command we're taking from the D, which will be the USB drive, the save file connected storage, and this is the path of the Vermondite, and then we're putting it back on the connected storage on the T drive in our Xbox. So this is the source, and this is the destination. So we are copying. This is the copy command that we will copy paste it soon here on the shell. So everything is changed. We have here modified the file. Everything is okay. So what we can do here now is just like right click on the USB storage and then eject. And then we will plug this USB storage back on the Xbox. So when we come back to the shell here, so let's go back to the Xbox. And now I have connected back the storage to the device. So what I need to do is just copy this command and then paste it here. So this is a simple. So let me go back in case of something. So I still have access to the T drive, and what I will do is just paste this command, which is copying the saves connected storage from that file to the destination with IY, and we see that it's not doing that. So yeah, because we missed the copy. So let's go back. We'll put it, I believe this should be up here. So copy again, let's put escape, paste. So copying the D and put it here. So now we have one file is copied. So this file have been moved from the USB storage. Now we done the part where we move the file for the Warhammer Vermondite. We changed the file contents with the stage 1. We changed the IP address to our IP address, and then we pasted back this file inside the USB. So what we need to do is now is just reboot the Xbox console that to unlink the T-connected storage. So we'll be shifting back to the Xbox One. So let me bring that up. And what I will do here is just go to power. and then I'll do restart console. Yes. So with this process, it just unlinking the connected storage. So as you can see here, now we kicked out from the Xbox, and the Xbox now should be rebooting with the modified Lua or the game save for the Warhammer Vermintide. So after starting the Xbox, we need to copy the licenses from the clip folder inside the S drive. So to do that, we need to download also some tools, which is on the links here. So I will be showing these this link here. As you can see, we have something called Clip Finder and something called One Dump Game. So these tools that we will be using for dumping and finding the license for the game that we will be dumping. So what we need to do now is just like have this the clip folder on the USB, so we can have the licenses for us. So we can edit the content of some XMLs with the proper content that for the game that we trying to dump. Okay, so to do, we need again to run the reverse shell. So we'll be making the exploit, running back the exploit. So let's open the GameScript application and let's initiate a port 7070. Once we have the listening here, then we can navigate back to the GameScript application, and we will go back to show run window, and then we can go down to run code once. So we still have the USB device connected. One thing to note that you might wanna clear the content of XP1 drive, so you can move the saves from that drive here temporarily, or like keep it somewhere if you want, but just like remove anything inside, so it like avoid any conflict or something. Clear the folder so it can have the to avoid any copying conflicts or something like that during the way. So we wait until the exploit is triggered, and we have here a trigger. Okay, so we have navigate to the S drive. So now we need to copy the clip folder. So what we need to do is just go to the CD clip, and then we need to run the dump command here. So let's run this dump command, and we see that 0 files copied, and I wonder why is that. Okay, so one thing we need to make sure that to avoid any problems, like as you can see here, we cannot able to even copy the files after editing whatever from the batch. We need to make sure that we have the specific bus, which is mentioned here, the XP1 saves clip inside the USB media device. So I believe you need to create this yourself. So you need to navigate to inside the folder that recently created XP1, and there is a saves file. Take a backup of it, and inside the saves files make a new folder and name it clips. I believe clip or clips, yeah, clip. And that should be it. So we have now the bus there. Now let's plug in the USB device back and try to execute the same patch command. So give it a couple of seconds until it mounts, and then let's again run the patch command file. So I believe this will not be running. So what we need to do is again to come to the patch, which is dump.bat. So we need to put the dump.bat and then execute that. And as you can see here, it created that files. So the files have been created on the bus. So the patch now is working. So again, make sure that you have this bus before you executing the patch command to get the licenses from the clip folder. Make sure that you create the folder in the proper bus xp1/save/clip, and that should be it. Execute the patch one more time, and the patch one more time, and it will create for this clips. So now we have this licenses. So what we need to do now is just we need to go back to the PC and then use the license clip finder. So let's go to the Xbox and take the USB drive from there, and then mount it back to the PC. And then inside the XP1 we have the saves, we have the clip, and we have all the clip or the licenses, as you may say. So now we will be using the files the compile dump tools that I will be providing, also linked in the description. We need to first open the license clip finder, and inside the clips folder you need to put this license file. So you need to copy and paste it inside here, and then you need to run the compiled file, which is license clip finder.exe. This might come, so you can click run. I believe this is a CMD command, so we need to navigate by the CMD. So let's CMD on this bus, and then we can run the license clip.exe. So what we need here, it's mentioned that we have this .NET framework, but it need the .NET framework 8.0. So it's to install. We need to install the .NET framework 8.0. So let's do that. So let's hook up back the internet connection and do this. So because I have a separate offline network, so having that will disconnect me from the Xbox. We can do it later. So yeah, let's open that and download runtime. Save. And let's execute that. Install. So you need to have .NET 8.0 installed. Once it's finished, install successful. Let's try to rerun that one more time. Okay. So you can see here it started to write which license and which game that we have here. We have a problem in one of them. I believe this index out of range. Okay. I suspect that one of the files is the one of applications that Microsoft have removed or something like that, because it's like using a connection to get the information from there, and that might have the issue in terms of like trying to find this information and can't find it online, so that's why it's ending up. But at the end we have here like a list of the applications that we have. I mean, here we have the applications that have a valid license with Microsoft, and then it's like trying to communicating and getting this license. So what we will be trying to dump today is Gears of War. So we have the content ID. So I will have the full product. This is the game that we are targeting to dump today. So I need to keep the content ID and the name of this file. So I'll copy that and I'll keep it in some at some place. So I'll leave it here. So now we have the game content ID, and we have the file that associated with this game, the license file associated with this game that we're planning to dump. We need to make sure also on the Xbox. So let's switch on our Xbox. Let me open back the Xbox. So on my Xbox, I need to make sure that I took backup for the game on an Xbox USB drive that formatted for games. So you need to have for the process Xbox hard drive. So you need to connect an external hard drive for your Xbox. So you need to connect a hard drive for your Xbox formatted for the Xbox format. So I have here, as you can see, I have here hard drive. So I will be navigating here. You can see here on system, I'm going to connected storage. I have here, this is the Xbox external USB hard drive. So it needs to be above 128 gigabyte, formatted for games and apps, as you can see here. And what I done is I went to the game and I took a backup. So if I open here and view content, you'll find my game here, which is the Gears of War 2. That's the game that I'm planning to take a dump, dumping this game. So to take to take a copy of this game and make sure that you copy this game before proceeding now that you need to go to My Games, and then you can highlight on the game itself. So I'll come here to this game, and you press the start button, and then you can see Manage Games and Add-ons. On the game itself, you need to press the start button again, and then you can see something called Move or Copy. And then when you click Move or Copy, it will show here that this is the application you need to highlight, and then you need to do a copy selected. So it will transfer from, as you can see here, it's mentioned transfer from the internal storage to the external USB device. So make sure that you do that, because after that the game might be having some issues running, because it will have like a phantom update, and you need to delete the game and restore it from the back from the media device itself. So just make sure that you any game that you're planning to backup, copy this game or transfer a copy to the USB media drive, that not the one that we are using, not the USB stick that we are using. This should be a media drive that is formatted for games and apps, and this will be needed after the process of completing the dumping of the game, so we can restore this game, because the game might end up having a phantom update. It will not launch, so we need to delete this game and restore it back from the USB device. So if you have moved it to the USB device, I believe it's safe to disconnect the USB device at the time, as we have now the clips, and we have now the clips folder, we have the content ID for this game. So we have now the content ID from our hard drive, and we're ready to proceed with the next steps. Okay, so as I have mentioned before, we have two other XMLs that we need to download. One called prepare dump game dump.xml, and the other one is get temp xvd owners. So we need these files to be added to the USB flash memory. I already mentioned that, and I have here my USB dump files. I have these post files inside. So once we copied that before in the first stage, we need to do two steps to get the game temporary directory and all that stuff. So to do that, we need to again launch the exploit on the Xbox. So I will be let me disconnect my current network, so disable that, and I need to make sure that I have access to the other network. So so what I will do now is I will just open a new window here, and again I will be typing the same command. So let's type the same command to open a port. So I'm listening to port 7070. I'll bring up my Xbox, and again I will launch GameScript app. So let's launch that, and then I'll be navigating back to Windows, and then I'll come back here, show run window, and then run code once, and wait a bit until it loads. So give it a 30 seconds or a minute. So yeah, we started. So once it started, I can hide Xbox, no longer needed. So let's focus here. And what I will do now is just I will run this command. So I need to have my USB drives plugged. So I'll remove that from here. Plug it on the Xbox. You can do that before or after. I believe it should be okay. So give it a second, and then we can execute that, so we can get the temp xvd owners. Yeah, we need to put the D drive, so let's put the D here. So yeah, so it should be d.net.exe is built, and then the XML file. Now it's executing. Wait for a bit. So we have 4 XVDs. Okay, so let's bring back Xbox, and then let's go to the home, and then let's launch Warhammer Vermintide. So once it launched, we need just to press the home button again, go back to the Warhammer Vermintide. Let's wait a bit until it loads. Yeah, and then you can go and exit. So press start and then quit. Okay, let's go back to the game script exploit. And let's open again a listening port. And let's navigate and run code once. And we will rerun the XML for getting the temp XVD owners. Once we get access. So you need to run Warhammer Vermintide at least once before executing the exploit. And then we can, after running, you need to quit, and then you can, I mean, this is the process. So you need to run it one time and then you quit, and then we need to have access. So once we've done that, let's go back and try to paste again the command that we have. So this is the command that we have. Let's go here. It's d/.net. So keep it, wait a bit. So as you can see here, 01 is owned by Vermintide. So we have here the game. This is the XVD, temporary XVD that we need. So we need to get the XVD number as mentioned here. And once we have that, you need to take back the USB device from your hard drive, from the Xbox. Plug it back into your PC. And then you need to open the game dump.xml. So let me hide back the Xbox, so you don't need that. So that this drive will be still the same as long as it's like launched before. So we'll keep it as 01 here. So what you need to do is just like right click, edit with Notepad, and this file will open. You need to go toward the end of this file, and you'll find something called edit me. So in this path that we need to do the edit me. So for the temp, we need to put the temporary drive. So we have here the number of the exploited game. So this is Vermintide, so we found it in 01, so you need to change that to 01. And then we need to put here the content ID of the game, and then we put the license file name here. So we can bring whatever that we have from the previous file. So we have here, this is the content ID, so we need to copy this. So put it in the content ID here for the game, paste. And then this is the license file. So this is the license file ID. Let's make sure that we're taking everything, copy, paste. And wouldn't harm if you double check that everything is same. So we have this and that. Then we can click Ctrl S. So we save that file. So everything is here is finished. So this file is saved on the USB device. Then we can eject this device. Let's eject. And now let's plug it back to the Xbox. Okay, so once we plugged back this to the Xbox, now we need to run our exploit. Again, if it's not running, it's running already. So let's navigate to the D drive, make a dir just like to quick check. So we have here that all our files here. So everything seems fine. So what we need to do is just run the command. So before that, again, you need to make sure that you took the clips, you took the licenses, you took the backup of the game on the USB device, Xbox device. I mean Xbox USB storage, like external storage, which is formatted for the games and apps. You took a backup because, as I mentioned, that might have a problem after for the Phantom update. You need to delete it and add it again. So the process only involved like moving the files from there. So for now, that as we have everything is ready, we took all the backups, then we can run this command, which is prepare game dump. So you run this command here. So let's execute this. So if we will execute it, we need to see here, we should see if it's finished, it will say the license. It will mention that it will say my license loaded. So this can take some time. So let's get back after this finish. So as you can see here, now we finished the streamlining of the game on the temp XVD, and we have this results, as I mentioned, should mention license file loaded. So now we have the game already streamed inside the XVD for the Vermintide Warhammer 2 Vermintide. So once we've done that, we need to move to the next step, and the next step is involving that we need to open the dump-game.lua. So we have here the dump games. As I mentioned, I have here the compiled dumping tools. We have the dump game here. So we have here dump-game.lua. We need to edit that with Notepad, and we need to change that to the to our IP address. With the PC IP address. So we have the PC IP address from the previous command here. So we have here, this is the IP address. So let's copy that and paste it here. So we have that here, we can save. And once we save that, we need to open terminal command window inside the same folder. So we'll be running, coming up here and write cmd space, and then we will have a terminal command here. So we have it up and running on the same folder. And after that, we need to use the command, which is, let me paste it here, which is cat dump lua, and then we run nc on port 8123. So we need to execute this command. If you have nc64.exe, you need to put it on the same directory or same drive, whatever. Just make sure that you have this thing up and running. If it's prompt for a firewall, you need to hit allow, and then let's run that. So let's try this on PowerShell. Paste. So we find here listening to one port 8123. So we have this already listening, and then we will open again terminal or like command prompt with administrator. So you can write cmd and then run it as an administrator. So keeping that open, so we have it here in the PowerShell open. Then we open one command prompt with the administrator, and then we need to navigate to the same folder. So we will come to this same folder dump. So we'll copy that. So you can cd paste. So we are on inside this folder, and then we need to run the dump server.exe with this command. So let's write dump, not that one, dump game server.exe. So we have here one folder called tx, and the content of the game should come here inside this folder. So let's run this command here. And after that, we need to start Vermintide. So let's go back to the, let's keep this here up. So we'll have this window and this window here up. And then we will go back to the Xbox and start Warhammer Vermintide. So as I have stated in the beginning of the video that there is no successful attempts on Xbox One X. I'm in position of Xbox One X on firmware 4909, and I have tried both games, Gears of War 2 and King of Fighters. Both are an Xbox 360. I also tried Pac-Man Championship Edition, and also one other game. But for the 4 games, I was not able to dump any files due to that the T drive was mentioning that it has 0 bytes file. There is no files inside. So again, this is something might be that Microsoft has batched the dumping of the games, because this, as we remember, that there was an article on Xbox One research mentioning about the Django dumping, and I have shown that, or demonstrated that in one of my videos, and it seems that Microsoft fixed that on the update, but it's a matter of question if it's really fixed or not. For me, I was not able to dump the games. There is one other reason that might be due to update flag. So if the Xbox itself has attempted to update itself and have an update flag, that might cause also this dumping to fail. But until now, there is no proof that this is the case, or what's actually going on terms of dumping the games on Xbox One X, or Xbox the normal edition, or Xbox Series S. So with that, I can leave the video as is, and I will be updating the guide in a pinned comment down below if there is anything, or I can also demonstrate in another video if there is any new discoveries about Xbox One or Series S. So now if we try to launch the game that we are mounting, we will be facing something like a phantom called phantom update. So we have here the game is in update state. It's not updating, but it's just like mentioning updating. You cannot launch it. Once you launch it, it will like stuck or fail doing this update. So what we need to do is to make this game back working in a working state. You need to remove it from the internal storage. So highlight the game, press the start button, and then you can press post installation, and then you can go back. Nothing will happen here, but you can go back to manage games and add-ons. Then wait a bit until the content is loaded. What I done now is I disconnected my Xbox external hard drive, which is used for the games and apps, and I have here the application. So what I need to do is just comment on the application itself, press the button, and then you can like do an uninstall, or you can manage the storage here. It should load the content of this application. So let's check now. This is like opening the whole storage, so we have it here installed. So what we can do is we will select it, or we will just press on it, and we will be uninstalling the game. So press one time, it's mentioned will remove, and then you can press save changes, and now the game is gone. So what we can do now is just connect back the hard drive, and then we need to move the game. So let me connect back my hard drive. So once the hard drive is connected here, so we can copy that back to the internal storage. I believe this is the game from the hard drive. So what we can do is just move this game back to the storage. So we can press back, or like we manage games and ads, manage game add-ons here, and then this should bring us to the one on the internal storage. So this is installed on the Toshiba hard drive. So we can press on that, and then we can move or copy. So we'll move this or copy it. So we'll select that, and then we move it to the internal storage, highlight it, and then copy selected, and then it will start copying the game back to the storage. So let's see what's happening here. I believe we need to do a restart, or like wait a bit. Okay then, so once that's finished, we can disconnect the game from the hard drive. I mean, we can disconnect the hard drive now, but let's go back and check what we have in here. So let's go back to
my games and apps, and we should see, let's filter by storage device, and we will see only internal storage. So this is the game on internal storage. So we have now this game here in internal storage. So to make things, we'll try now to launch this game, and hopefully it should launch. So if it's not launching, then we need to move the license back from the clips and move it to the clips folder. So this is one thing that we need to do collateral damage game script exploit, and then copy the license of the game from the USB flash drive to the S drive and folder of clips, and then we need to reboot the system. So this, if the game is not like opening using this method, but it seems that the game is working, so we can skip to the, I believe now we can have the game up and running. So we have here the game up and running normally back again. So yeah, it was very big. I mean, it was essential to copy or like have the backup of the game itself, because once we mounted, that might cause the phantom update and you will not be able to launch it back again. You need to restore it back from the external USB hard drive. Yeah, and with that, we finished now the process of how to dump the games on the Xbox. I hope you guys like the video. If you do, please don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with a friend. And see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.